I'm here with Kobe, 19 years old. Most guys are trying to pick out a major, find a summer job. What's this moment represent to you to play in the All-Star game at 19 years of age?
It means the world to me. This is my first All-Star game, playing here in New York City with all these great basketball players. It's an incredible feeling. I'm glad it's finally arrived.
How are your nerves?
I'm a little nervous.
Mr. Bryant, I wonder if you'd mind signing an autograph for me.
Sure.
So nice to see a man with dignity who'll actually sign an autograph and go on television. Instead of those bad men like Jack Nicholson, he won't even go on TV.
You brought your top fan. What, you got any advice for him?
For Kobe Bryant?
Yes.
Kobe, heat up.
Right.
Heat up and get loose.
That'll settle your nerves a little, huh?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. It's an LA family thing. You know, we both migrated to New York for this weekend.
All right, Kobe, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, let's send it now upstairs to Hannah
He's
Storm.
the youngest starter in NBA All-Star Game history. At guard from the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant. He's a five-time NBA champion and a two-time All-Star MVP in his 11th NBA All-Star game. At guard from the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan.
In the stands, a lot of A-list folks. Bette Midler performed here on Friday night as part of the All-Star Weekend. Donald Trump, Matthew Broderick with his actress wife, Sarah Jessica Parker, Magic Johnson, Jack Nicholson making an East Coast appearance, and the greatest, Muhammad Ali. And there you see Kobe Bryant in the foreground, the man many have dubbed the next Michael Jordan. Of course, that's a bit silly. There will be no next Michael Jordan, but the combination of skill and flair that Kobe Bryant brings to the game has already captivated the country.
Kobe definitely brings the skill and the flair. You know, he's a very exciting player. He's entertaining. The thing that I'm amazed at a very young age is he already understands how to entertain the fans. And he and Michael Jordan have promised us in their interviews that they will put on the show here today.
East won last year at Cleveland, 132-120. Glenn Rice of the Hornets with 26 points in the game and a record 20 in one period was the MVP.
Now, Michael Jordan comes to this All-Star game without Scottie Pippen and without Phil Jackson, more so for scoring.
Here is Michael. The head fake on Garnett. Over him into the lane with the game's first two.
So much for being sick.
Yeah, I think he's okay. He's got the bounce. He's got the skip. He's ready to put on the show here today.
The countdown at 39 early.
To try to increase the competitive level that's happening out there.
Payton with the spin. Bryant, Kobe's first All-Star hoop.
It's amazing, Bob, when you watch Kobe Bryant practice and work on his game. That ball goes right through the middle of the hoop. There's no luck to those shots. He does have trouble finishing off the dribble.
Ali's image on the Jumbotron overhead. As we come back, Jordan takes the quick inbound pass, and his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant ahead of the field. Reverse slam.
See, that was an ooh and an ah and a clap. See, that's what I'm talking about. In an All-Star game, you want to do things that you normally wouldn't do. Kobe understands at a very young age how to entertain.
The great outlet pass started it by Shaq. A lot of centers don't outlet the ball anymore. They want to be involved in their own offense, but Shaq knows how important Kobe's electricity is to the team. Setting him up, the delivery, the spin.
That last trip down the floor. He's got the ball in his hands again. To Garnett. Back to Kobe.
See, that's the ooh. Kobe and Garnett. You know, two of the youngest, the superstars, keying up, eyeing each other. As they get their tempo and they get their rhythm, the game and the pace will start to quicken. Now they need to push it up the court and keep pushing it and keep pushing it.
Kobe with 6. There's Tim Hardaway of the Miami Heat on Gary Payton. Hill gets a piece of the pass and Kemp comes away with it. Kemp pushing it up the floor, takes it in, dumps it off to Hill, and the reverse isn't there, but Jordan stuffs it home.
Michael Jordan finished plays that other people couldn't. Grant Hill unable to get the reverse layup, and Michael, everybody else is standing. And to me, that's the beauty of Michael Jordan. It's about timing. It's about positioning. Everybody else is going to be down on the floor, not knowing where the ball is.
Jason Williams of the Nets checks in. Jordan, baseline, got it.
Listen to your all-star coaches, Isaiah.
Well, I listen to him all the time because I was young and afraid like Kobe Bryant.
Count it, plus the foul for Jordan, who now has 8 and a chance for 9.
But Michael told him, bring your A game. And if you don't bring your A game, I'm going to embarrass you. Low post right here, and they give him the fake and the fade and the lean. Follow through, and you get the little bounce and the skip. That's when you know he's in his rhythm.
I don't want to be responsible.
Grant Hill. Jordan. Jordan intercepts it, takes it in against Robinson. There's some contact, but no foul. Kobe into the lane, to the hoop, and he's
Going to have to work as hard as Michael Jordan, but also have the myriad of skills, the outside jumper, the creativity, and the incredible athleticism that enables you to finish like Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, not only the youngest starter, but the youngest player, period, in All-Star history. He is the 3rd player to be a reserve for his team during the season, but selected to start the All-Star game. John Havlicek did it a couple of times for the Celtics. Dan Marley once for the Phoenix Suns. Lots of bench players have been voted All-Stars, but they played as reserves off the bench in the All-Star game. Only 3, Havlicek, Marley, and Kobe Bryant, have started the game after being 6th men for their teams during the season. Glenn Rice and Reggie Miller getting set to check in. Rick Smits is already in for the use. The Pacers center. Here he is. His first shot.
I hope he takes one today.
Bob, I think the 2 most overlooked All-Stars who are finally here are Smits and Nick Van Exel.
Guards, or at least try to in this game. They all want to show they've got a handle. Jordan left alone. That's usually not a real good idea. Van Exel trying to find Kobe. Too long off the glass. Jordan back on the wing to Smith.
Halfway between Milwaukee and Chicago. He said his dreams as a kid was just to go to Division I and be on TV every now and then. Now here he is at the ultimate game.
Jordan gives it up to Kemp inside. Robinson deflects the shot, and his teammate Duncan has it. Last minute of the half. Duncan can't finish it, but Peyton can.
Who does she play for, Bob, in the WNBA?
There's no business like NBA business. In the last 3 seconds, Peyton with the left hand and Bryant, something to take into the locker room. And that'll do it. And in 96, Shaq had 25 points and 10 rebounds in San Antonio. Jordan steals it, sets Penny up instead. So he's had some all-star disappointments, even though generally he's played well in the game. Malone with the basket at the other end.
So Jordan deserved the MVP.
Which he also did last year in Cleveland.
Kobe has challenged Michael. Michael comes out and he's saying, not tonight, young fella. I'm bringing all my tricks. Kobe comes back and he says, Michael, I'm stealing it. I'm taking it. I want the torch. Michael says, Kobe, I got some more tricks left in my bag. As Ahmad told us earlier, he's not ready to leave yet, folks.
Africa, his native country, and he's planning on building a couple of hospitals there. Raises a ton of money. He's bringing the
in 89 and in 93. Hill off the Hardaway pass, and then Jordan intercepts the inbound.
He's kind of lost. He doesn't know what to do without his partner out there. But if he gets hot, he says he wants a lot of time and he wants the ball.
MJ slithers inside Bryant. And
along the baseline, to back him down. You look inside, the little hitch, the step underneath. Kobe hung out to dry. Shaq, only the goal.
I'm going to embarrass my teammate. That's what Shaq said.
Kobe for 3. That's where Kobe is much better than creating. East has so many of these 6'7" guys like Grant Hill who can dribble it out after their own rebound.
Bryant puts it to himself, and then tosses it over. Now, I'm not sure if he traveled there or if he had some kind of violation, because I'm not sure I've ever seen that move before. But the official said, hey, it's a show. We're watching it like everybody else.
That's the same dribble move that he used in the first half. It's a move that I haven't seen in basketball before. It's creativity. Kobe wants to take the choice. He's saying, I don't want you to pass it. Look at the dribble move. Look at the fake. And the hook. Let's take Look, another. I've never seen this before. Behind his back, to himself, to his right hand, and the Kareem sky hook.
You're not that old that you've never seen that move.
Magic Johnson. Look at Magic.
I don't think Magic's ever seen it before, but he loves it.
So they don't get dunked on.
Defense taking a holiday, especially in the last few minutes. Uncontested layups. Bryant with a three, displaying the full range. He has the now Kobe from the outside.
And this is a deep, long three right in front of. I love this game. And he laughs and gives us a wink.
The highlight reel is what it's about, but just for the books, it's 97-83.
Easy.
He's got 18. Malone is short with it. Jordan, who has 15, comes back into the lane, off balance, and gets the roll.
But that's what makes the Chicago situation so bizarre, because they all want him back, and the people in Chicago love him.
And Jordan nails a three for emphasis, as we this friction there may be, as we watch Michael hit the triple again between Jerry Reinsdorf and Jerry Krause and Phil Jackson. Regardless of how enamored Jerry Krause may be representing the New Jersey Nets, with Patrick Ewing hurt, there's no Nick in the game. Miller for three, as he's done so often in this building.
And about Snoop Doggy Dogg. And that's when Joe and I looked at each other and said, you know, I think we're getting a little too old for this stuff now.
Jordan spins into the lane. The up and under is there for him.
And you obviously told Shaq to inbound the ball, block a lot of shots, and rebound and throw long outlets.
When the guy's that big, you don't say anything to him but okay.
Van Exel through a crowd with a miss. Jones out of the pack with the ball, puts it back up and no good. Phil Baker has it blocked, and here's Michael. Jordan has 22 points. A while ago, the East went on a 12-0 run to up their advantage to 119-96, but the score doesn't eliminate Kobe Bryant as an MVP candidate, that's for sure, and there's some history. Teams: Bob Pettit of the Hawks in 1958, Dr. J in 1977, Magic Johnson in 1990.
Did not play well in the playoffs, and it was because he stopped working out off the court. That helps validate the next generation when they finally get to the point where they can beat you, when age and injury is a coach. And I asked Michael what his favorite memory of Larry Bird was, and he went back to the 63-point game in the '86 playoffs, Jordan's second year in the league, and Larry, who was the MVP at the time and the champion, Larry got Michael guarding him in the low post, and Larry just eyes lit up, and he said, I got a little one down here.
This is the second foul shot by Michael. Eyes closed, and it's off left. Oh, no.
And he's probably mad that he missed it. But what the young guys should do is take advice from the older guys.
It was tastefully done.
And if I'm all these young guys right now, knowing that this may be Michael Jordan's last game, I'm running to ask him for his gym shoes, and will he sign them for me?
35, the West 14.
Go for the jersey, forget the shoes.
Kobe over to congratulate Michael. He's looking for him. There they are. And this may be as close to a torch passing as we'll see. There's always the possibility that the Lakers and Bulls could be in the finals. But this might be the last time we see Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan on the floor at the same time. The teams have played their 2 regular season games already. They split them. The Bulls won in Chicago. Lakers won last week at the Forum. And if they don't meet in the finals, and if, despite everyone's pleas to the contrary, this is it for Michael Jordan, then this is where the torch was passed.
Well, there's one star who was the star of stars tonight, amongst the greatest athletes in the world. I'm only going to allow him to have his trophy if he promises to come back and do it again. The all-star of all stars, the MVP, Michael Jordan. And to help me make the presentation, I'm going to ask Jack Greenberg, the chairman and CEO of McDonald's USA, to say a few words.
Well, Michael, as the proud sponsor of the NBA All-Star balloting this year again, it is McDonald's great pleasure to award you the McDonald's MVP award. You are fantastic. On behalf of all the owner-operators across America of McDonald's, we say congratulations. This really makes a great deal of sense. You have been such a great friend and role model for McDonald's, for the sport, and the country. We love you, and congratulations.
right, Michael, knowing how much you love playing here in New York, this has to be special for you to win it here in New York.
It is special. I've had some great games here. The fans have always treated me with the utmost respect. I think to come back here and play in front of the fans here means a lot. This is basketball's Mecca, and I've enjoyed playing here, and I look forward to hopefully coming back one day.
Oh, was that a hedge? So for all the fans here, and I'm sure all the fans at home, don't leave. Come on back and play again.
Well, I will. I don't have a problem coming back. Honorary, I don't have a problem.
All right, congratulations, Michael. All right, let's go over to you, Bob.